many of you have had an aha moment that the troubles that you experience in your life are a direct result of your own behavior? Can I get a witness? You know that you need to change, but you don't know how. You are a leader and you are trying to transform your team and your organization, but nothing seems to be working. Have you taken a look at yourself? It just might be you that needs to transform first. So today, I want to tell you about my personal story of transformation. I have always marched to the beat of my own drum. My family can tell you that. I've had my own mind. I'm strong-willed. I knew in third grade that I wanted to be a nurse. So when Miss Welch went around the room and she asked every kid, what do you want to be when you grow up? I said, I want to be a nurse. And that's what I did. And in nursing school, I noticed some favoritism from the instructors towards some of the students. And I didn't like it. And I became very vocal about it. So vocal that I would walk down the hallway in the nursing instructor's face, vocal about it. One of my peers, she pulled me into a clean room. She said, Erika, they're going to kick your butt out of school. She didn't say but. As I went from nursing student to registered nurse, that favoritism continued. Some of the nurses got the prime day shift and the prime holidays, and the others of us, we got the night shift. And to make matters worse, it was work a day, off a day, work a day, off a day. And if you know anything about working the midnight shift, you know that you needed all of your days in a row so that you could have some type of normal life outside of work. So we weren't happy about it. So here I go again, being very vocal about it. I went to the manager, and she, for whatever reason, didn't have the capacity to listen, or she chose not to. So I became the voice of the voices that felt silenced. And so this informal leadership role was a noble idea, but I was like a bull in a china shop. I wasn't poised. And so I became known as this angry, aggressive, and even verbally belligerent employee. I had many arguments with management about the favoritism on the unit. The issue was, I didn't know how to handle it correctly. I cursed out the assistant clinical manager on the midnight shift in the middle of the hallway. One of my good friends at the time, she pulled me in the clean room and she said, Erika, we gonna get fired just because we your friends. Like, chill out. So y'all know what happened. I got rolled up. And the manager had like 3 people in the room when she rolled me up because she probably thought, this lady crazy. I mean, I am a little bit, I was a little bit, but more so, I was tired of the way that things were going. The favoritism was blatant and it had a direct effect on the morale of the unit. And I couldn't understand why the leaders in the unit didn't do anything about it. They either saw it and chose not to do anything about it, but nothing happened. And so forget at this point, me being a formal leader, my career as a nurse was on the line because I didn't know how to effectively navigate through the change that I knew needed to happen. I knew that patterns needed to be disrupted, but I wasn't able to do it with wisdom and with grace. So I was talking to my mom one night about it. And I mean, I was letting the manager of that unit have it. And my mom said, I wish you had a tape recorder so you can hear how you sound. And I said, I don't need to know how I sound because I'm right. It doesn't matter how I sound. And she said, but baby, sometimes you have to give up your right to be right. And that moment, I knew that if I wanted to inspire people to be better and to do better, transformation had to occur here first. And that night, 30 years ago, began my personal journey of transformation. Talk about the power of aha. So the next morning, I scheduled a meeting with my manager. Now, she was more nervous than a lone-tailed cat in a room full of rockers. Because the last time her and I met, I hemmed her up in the corner of her own office because my check was short. Y'all see why I needed to change? So the day we met, I started the meeting off with, I don't like me. So I know that no one else does. I want to be a great leader. I want to be able to positively impact people's lives. But I don't know how to do it. I'm angry and I need help. And she said, okay. Now she was still nervous. She said, but I can put you on a performance improvement plan for your behavior. She said, we can meet once a week for 3 months. She said, but now Erika, if you are unsuccessful, you're going to be terminated. And without hesitation, I said, okay, let's do it. That was the most challenging, most humbling 3 months of my life. But it was the most rewarding. It set the trajectory of my leadership journey. Because here was a leader, someone whom I had threatened and verbally abused, leading me through my personal journey of transformation. And I take that lesson with me to every team that I lead. So when I come in contact with that bull in the china shop employee, I dig deep because I want to understand why they are the way that they are. Many times those employees are your best employees. They've just gotten hurt along the way. So many years ago, a director, she came to me, she said, Erika, she said, why do you have so much grace for your people? She said, there are managers that are firing people for the things that you're coaching them through. Why do you have so much grace? And I said, because once upon a time, somebody had grace for me. And I wouldn't be the influencer or the coach or the leader that I am today if I hadn't taken a good look at myself and realized that I needed to change, and if I hadn't listened to wise counsel from my mom. Transformation is intentional, and it takes time. I actually wrote a book. It's called The Influencer, 21 Days, A Leader's Guide to Transformation Through Intention and Reflection. And so as a coach, I am able to be a safe place for leaders, for them to land when they are struggling in their leadership journey. One thing I know, because I am a leader, leaders get tired. They get weary. They become disengaged. They become overwhelmed. And sometimes they lose their way. They need someone that they can confide in when they want to scream and when they want to walk away. Personal transformation can be hard. It can, it is, but it's also necessary if you want to lead transformation. So today I want to leave you with 3 nuggets of personal transformation. Nugget number 1, define your aha. How did you come to the conclusion that you were the problem? Ask yourself, is it me? Number 2, lead with authenticity. And then number 3, invest in a coach. You're going to need somebody to walk you through this journey. And the best investment that you can make is the investment that you make in yourself. And so I am Erika Dudley. I am your leadership coach. And whenever you are ready to take this journey, I am here to walk you through it. And so for bookings, for consultations, and for book purchases, you can go to forwardthinkingllc.org, or you can also follow me on any social media platform at Forward Thinking LLC. Thank you.